you're a bad person because you're telling women to have sex with their husbands in order to get treatment. No. If you had critical thinking, if you had emotional intelligence, you would know that when you have sex with your partner, or if you show appreciation to your partner, you are more likely inclined to reciprocate behavior, right? It is a natural human tendency to sit there and notice the behavior someone is putting in, and naturally you want to find a way to show appreciation. Two things can exist at the same time. I'm not telling wives to screw their husbands because it gets job done. No, my husband does these things for me because he loves me. He loves me. I don't understand where the lack of connection is for some of you. He loves me. He wants to treat me right. And so because he loves me and treats me right, I want to crack him. I want to get cracked. Okay? When you get cracked, you're in a better mood. You can see clearly. You don't have an attitude anymore. And so naturally, when you do things for each other, it just cancels out. If good behavior equals good reward, everything is good. What the?
A lot of modern women are really not ready for this conversation. Despite you trying to force it down their throat, no pun intended, they're not ready to hear this. They don't care. They don't care. I don't care about making my man happy. I care about my man doing for me. And maybe once a year, I'll give him a little something just because I can't hold out any longer. I've put him off and I've put him off and I've put him off. And now I gotta put up.
Since attractive male love to do math, I'm going to break it down for you. The quote-unquote attractive male on a dating app might get matches and spend $0 on all of that. He might get 3 matches, 3 baddies, right? You have to exchange about 5 to 10 messages probably to set up a date. And let's say you go with the cheapest option, a drinks date, okay? The average drink price in New York City is probably between $18 and $24. It include tax or tip. So let's say you just are a cheap drink date and you spend maybe $45. I feel like I'm on the lower end there. So 3 dates, $135. This is minus whatever MTA, Uber, other costs, whatever. Let's say you get a second drink, a second destination, whatever. And what are the chances that this first date ends up working out? Nobody knows. So you're willing to take the gamble of this entire process. Sure, the buy-in for this process was $0, but there is a process nonetheless. Whereas my event, this particular one, is $48 to attend. You learn a new skill, which is toast decorating. You get 8 one-on-one speed dates with 8 people, and there are also 40 singles in the room. And this is the class, okay? You're actually interacting with materials and learning a new skill.
And while this looks like a pretty cool event, men don't come to that. They don't go to the bar because they've already been around this little circle. It's already come around and they don't want to be bothered with foolishness.
I was looking at the comments in this post and there was a lot of comments making light of it, like joking around, like, ooh, men are in their flop era. Like, no, like when I read this, I had a pit in my stomach. This goes beyond like men are in their flop era. We are living through a paradigm shift in society. And when ChatGPT rolls out corn by the end of the year, I think that dating and society will be unrecognizable in a year from now because there's already so many people who are having full-blown relationships with AI and who are not developing social skills and dating skills and respect for other human beings in the outside real world. Once AI is able to service that aspect of life, relationship, whatever you want to call it, there is going to be no reason for these men who are having full-blown relationships with AI to ever stray from them. And that's really scary.
Once again, what you're saying is when the attention isn't on you, then it's going to be a problem. Well, if men have these relationships, women already do this. Women are already doing this. And not only are they doing it, they're bragging about it. But all of a sudden, should a man be talking to ChatGPT, then it's a problem. Men are not going to give us a validation anymore. They're not going to give us attention anymore. All of a sudden, we're not going to have the influence that we used to have because men, surprise, surprise, are going in a different direction.
I guess I'm going to be the guy to say it. I mean, I'm not, because somebody already said it, but I'm loving the fact that I'm seeing that people are talking about how women's gym clothes is bonkers, bro. Buddy posted it, and the comment section, it was ladies, and they was hidden. You know what I'm saying? I don't go to the gym, so like, you know, I don't really care. You do what you want, wear what you want, be out in public. You know what I mean? It is what it is, but yeah, nah, y'all don't got nothing on for real.
Y'all, there's something my husband told me in the shower that every wife and every husband needs to hear. So he was taking forever in the shower. Okay, so I came in and I'm like, babe, I'm finna take all the hot water. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry. He said, I was just in here thinking about you. Instantly blushed. I don't care. I love my man. Instantly blushed. And I was like, what'd you think about? He goes, the helpmate that you are. There's things about me that I didn't even know until you believed it. And gifts that I have that I didn't even know I was capable of until you spoke it. And then he says, a lot of men don't know what's embedded in them until they have a wife who shines light on it. And he hit me with the word. He's like, you know, death and life are in the power of the tongue. And you can have a wife whose words breathe life into you, or whose words slowly kill what God planted in you. Y'all. And that hit me. See, I believe my husband can do anything, and can't nobody tell me different. I don't care. So in 2020, when the gym shut down, I wanted a squat rack built in our garage, and not just any squat rack. I wanted the squat rack that folded into the wall so that we could still park our cars there. And so I wanted my husband to build it, and he's like, babe, I do not know how to weld. I looked at him and I said, yes, you do. Like, you can do anything. What do you mean? And when I say within 3 days, I had a squat rack, I had a bench welded, I had a dip bar welded, I had the safety arms welded. And from that, he started making squat racks during the pandemic and made $40K in the first month. All right. Fast forward to 2025, my husband has a chiropractic table manufacturing business. He creates them, designs them. He figures out the innovative functions and all that stuff. And he tells me, I would have never known I could do this if it wasn't for you constantly pulling out of me what God placed in me. So y'all can say what y'all want to say about marriage. Say it's just a piece of paper. Say it's only for women. Say it's better to be single. But the Lord says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. And that's what we believe over here.
My fast. So I'm on just letting you see a little bit of my cooking here. And y'all have a wonderful and blessed day, and continue to cook, do y'all cooking for the day, and enjoy the day today. And I'll probably come back later and show y'all some more of my foods.
No, I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying that's how a lot of them used to do it back in the day. No utensils, and you wash them hands, and you start digging in there. My auntie still do it like that. I mean, for the cornbread, crush it up, do a little something to it. You got your spices in there, mix. I mean, you do that with like a spoon or something like that, because it's easier. But yeah, I sit there and watch her. She wash her hands. She's so delicate washing her hands, and drying them off with the towel and all that other nonsense. And then she go to work. I don't know, man. Maybe that's just me.
I like men that spend money on me and don't bother me. I don't like men that only spend money on me when they're in my presence. This guy just called me and asked me what I was doing tonight and if I wanted to go out. I don't have an issue with going out tonight. I'm dressed. I'm about to go out with my friends. My issue is he's only going to spend money on me if he's there. Because he's always just trying to he's always like, are you hungry? Do you need anything? All this stuff. But if I ever say I'm hungry, he wants to pick me up and take me to dinner. Just send me the money. And it's the same thing for tonight. And I know that if he was to come, he would pay for everything and he'd make sure all my friends got home safe and he'd drive us everything. Even the guy that we're going out with, he would take care of him. But it's like, just send me the money and leave me alone.
Let's talk about how men have adapted to the changes that have come in the dating landscape with women. So in the last 60 or 70 years, since we've had feminism come onto the scene and we've had the sexual revolution, one of the things that women often say is how evolved they have become and how free they are and empowered they are and all of the things that they can do and own and be and have. But what's happened with men? A lot of women criticize the fact that men are not welcoming to all of this evolution, but in fact, they have adapted and women don't like it. It's interesting that women want to evolve into these totally new creatures, but they want to see men stay the same. They want to keep men in the protector and provider box. But women get to be in all of the boxes. So ladies, here is a harsh reality. Men are adapting to the changes that they see in modern day women. And a lot of them are just opting out. A lot of them are making the decision that, they don't want to show up as a traditional man to a new age modern woman, because that just doesn't benefit them the same. It doesn't hit the same. So you need to understand that men are going to evolve too. They are going to become less masculine. They're going to become more egalitarian. And a lot of you and your true nature is not going to like it.
Here's your...
What?
Yeah, there's your stuff.
Why?
Because I found your Tinder. You need to get out.
I'm sick.
I'm sick of you lying and cheating and doing all the other I don't care. Get out.
You can't do this to me when I'm sick. That's not cool.
People message me about this stuff, man. Kids will tell it all. It's the moment you walk away. Hey, you know what? That's cool. I'm out. That's cool. I'm out. You're out. You don't bother with that no more, G. You don't go back to toxicity. You don't go back to drama. You don't go back to someone who disrespects you all the time. Cheating on you. Why? Love yourself enough. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna pray for you. I hope the best for you. Sometimes these men don't even have children with these women. They're not even married to these women. They keep going back over and over again. Bro, what are you doing? Use your pain to motivate you to become great men. Realize that God just showed you what you needed to see to walk away. God does not have something happen if there's no reason to it. I truly believe that, man. God has a purpose for every single one of our lives. Walk away. Run away. I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna do what I need to do. I'm gonna go to church. I'm gonna better myself. That's it.
The crazy feminist made you believe that your partner competes with you, that love is a power struggle, that submission is suppression, that softness is weakness, and that the only way to win is to do it alone. But I wasn't built for war within my own household. I was built for partnership, for peace, for strategy. He doesn't compete with me. He covers me, he challenges me, he champions me, and I still lead, still learn, still rise, without having to dim my light or step into his lane. And that's why.
And the crazy thing about this is, all of this could really be you, except that y'all don't want to submit. Y'all don't want to do anything. Y'all want to fight, kick, holler, and scream, and want a man to just have to wrangle you and wrestle you, body slam you, people's elbow you before you stop talking crazy.
Yo, you got to understand that most women, when they find out that you're a God-fearing man and that you want to live to please God, most women are going to be turned off by that. And that's just straight facts. I'm not going to say all of them, but most modern day women, they're not trying to, because when they find out that you're governed by the Most High, you know, that you have rules and laws you have to abide by, most women have like that rebellious spirit in them. They ain't even trying to listen to a man, bro. And if you are governed by the Most High, this is what I like to tell men, bro. This is what I recommend men to move like this. Get a wife that's sent by God. Get on semen retention, because, bro, most of these women out here is just straight Jezebels, you know, because they have a rebellious spirit on them, bro. They're just so rebellious. They can't even listen to a man. They can't listen to no man. And I like to tell men this, bro. If a woman don't even listen to the Most High, if she don't even listen to God, why would she listen to you? Like, what would make her just, like, if she don't even serve God, what would make her wholeheartedly serve you? You know what I'm saying? And don't let that go over your head. You know, like I know a lot of these women go, oh, like, bro, I'm not gonna serve no man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm not even saying it like that. I'm just saying, like, your man is the head of the house. Like, you know, like, I know this is gonna make a lot of Jezebels mad, but if your man is telling you something, if your man is like, you have to trust your man's judgment, you know what I'm saying? And if your man is telling you something, the answer is yes, bro, and there's no dispute about it, bro. People look at that as like a slave thing, like you're his like slave or something like that. Like, nah, bro, your man loves you, and whatever he says, like, bro, he's doing it righteously, bro. Yo, Your man ain't trying to control you. Your man just really loves you.
Oye, papi, why you not happy? If your works, you happy. If nobody owes you money, you happy. If you not balding, you happy. Romeo Santos and Prince Royce drop an album together, you happy. If your ex is away, you happy. If you have food, a roof, and a bed, you happy. If you go to the gym and you have no shoulder, elbow, knee, or back pain, you are happy. If you have at least one real friend who you can trust, you are happy. If you have a pet, you happy. If you have a good woman by your side, you happy. And if you single, you still happy. If you have God in your life, you are so happy, bro. Lastly, if you watching this video, it means you are alive. You happy, papi. Bro, being happy is not about getting the stuff you want. It's being grateful for what you have, man. Being that said, you pass the class, papi. Congratulations, bitch. Fidel. And follow me for telemotivation, papi.
No, what did you say before that?
What?
What did you say before that?
I'm gonna take my walk.
Before that?
You wanna do it?
Right.
What?
What did you expect me to say? I said no, but what did you expect me to say?
I never know. What difference does it make?
Well, it makes a lot of difference.
You're making a video.
Exciting times over here, just off the live and catching up with emails and TikToks and, that's what I get. You want to do it? Marriage 101.
Where do I even start? She's talking down to him from the very start, annoyed by his presence, rolling her eyes and acting like he's a burden for wanting to have sex with his wife. Then she hits him with the line, "You see what I get? You want to do it?" Marriage 101 with a snarky look. Like intimacy's some kind of joke. Like she's just putting up with him. Like wanting his own wife is something that he should be ashamed of. You can hear his voice literally shift. He's annoyed, tired, and sad, and a man who has probably been shut down by his own wife far too many times. And here's the truth. I do not care how old you are or how long you've been married. If your man still wants you, that's a gift. He still desires you, still sees you, and still chooses you. Most women wish they had that, but she shames him for it, and publicly, for the whole world to see, instead of talking to him privately like an adult. Then women wonder why men stop asking, why they shut down, why they disconnect, and why they check out emotionally and physically. His delivery, sure, wasn't perfect. It was primal, but that's how men are. Desire isn't always poetic or soft. Sometimes it is raw and direct, but she chose to publicly humiliate him instead of appreciating him. What an evil and hurt person you have to be to choose damaging the man you married and the partner that you chose for life. Intimacy dies the second disrespect walks in, so do better.
Now, after Emily King then went in there and went in on him, bruh commented back and said, "It's a joke. I challenge you to get on the live and don't be scared to do this, and that." I'm going to take you at your word because you said it was a joke, sir. But this is the type of stuff that men go through. Maybe that's why people are jumping on it, because we've seen before women get on this app. They get on this app and start talking crazy. "Oh, I really didn't like my husband like that. He wasn't cute to me at all." Why are you talking? Shut up talking. "Oh, man. Oh, the intimacy ain't all that great," but shut up talking. "Oh, my man's out working and me and my mom and my sister and had to go plan our own Mother's Day and I'm just sitting in here crying and in a big house, in a huge house looking clean. So I know he didn't pay some money for it. You sitting there crying, take your silly behind out for some fajitas or some barbecue. Whatever the heck you want. You want Italian? You want all of it? Go get it. You got the money to do it. I think I want some breakfast. Order some breakfast. DoorDash it. Oh, I think I want some Mexican. Oh, go get Mexican. And you know what? I got a little taste for Olive Garden right now. Order some Olive Garden for you and for your sister and for your mom. Be quiet. Leave people alone.
Any God who will lead me through my husband, I don't follow. Yeah, there are parts of the Bible I disagree with to the core. I do not see my husband as leader. He's a man who poops and pees, if he exists even. There is no leader in a marriage. Once there is a leader in something, there is no equality. Once there is a leader, there is no longer equality. And you see that aspect of Christian marriage, I reject it. In fact, I reject the hierarchy in a Christian marriage. There is no hierarchy because there's no man above me. Well, except God. That my husband is my equal. We stand beside each other as equals in every sense, even in a spiritual sense. He will never have authority over me. Listen, I don't expect my husband to lead me because I myself am a competent human being. I have a calling, I have thoughts, I have processes. He can lead his life, but he's not leading anybody. He's not leading me. I stand as an independent being, and my autonomy will not be stolen from me in the form of submission. And if God thinks I'm so incompetent and so freaking stupid that I need a man at my grown age, I'm 22 now. Maybe let's say I get married at 36. And a 36-year-old woman needs a leader. Yeah, that's not my God. I refuse to follow that part of the Bible. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
This woman's talking about basically in so many terms or whatever, the Bible saying that husbands aren't leaders. She's equal to the man basically, and she's not listening to any man but God. But we want to take that and see what the Bible actually says.
Absolutely. Sure. So if we look at what the Bible actually says, there's definitely some scripture that gets into the idea of roles within marriage. For example, in Ephesians 5, it does talk about husbands being the head of the wife as Christ as the head of the church. But it's also a pretty balanced picture because it talks about husbands loving their wives, they love themselves, and giving themselves up for their wives. So it's not really a hierarchy in the sense of domination, but more in the sense of a loving leadership with mutual respect. And that's
Well, before you keep on going, you said it's not domination. Nobody was mentioning anything about domination. We're talking about leadership. She said, no man is going to lead me. We are equals. There is no hierarchy that I'm subscribing to other than God is over me. And we are equal. Me and the man are equal. That's what she said. With all that being said, what does the Bible say?
Absolutely. So let's just bring it right back to that. When we look at what the Bible actually says, it does have a sense of leadership in marriage. For instance, in Ephesians 5, it talks about husbands being the head of the wife, just as Christ is the head of the church. But it's also not a harsh or domineering leadership. It's a loving, sacrificial leadership where the husband is called to love his wife as himself. So the Bible does acknowledge equality and worth and value before God, absolutely. But it also describes a structure where the husband has a leadership role. Again, not in a dominating way, but in a way that's meant to be loving and respectful. So it's kind of the biblical framework.
Well, what does the Bible say about even men in leadership as far as bishops go? What does that say? And also, what does it say about men having to maybe not strive, but have a good understanding of their wife in order to, I think it talks about something similar, dwell with her.
Absolutely, yeah, let's look at that. So when it comes to leadership in the church, like bishops or overseers, there are passages like in 1 Timothy where it says a bishop should be the husband of one wife. And it lays out qualities like being sober-minded, respectable, hospitable, able to teach, basically showing good character and wisdom. So leadership in that sense is really tied to a certain kind of character and care for others. And then as for husbands, understand their wives. Yeah, exactly. In 1 Peter, it talks about husbands living with their wives in an understanding way or dwelling with them according to knowledge, which is really about being considerate, being understanding, and honoring your wife. So the Bible definitely sets that tone that while there is a leadership role, it's a leadership that's meant to be loving, considerate, and deeply respectful.
Right. So we're not talking about bondage and dominating the woman and manipulating the woman and being a narcissist. We're simply talking about the Bible does support that there's a leader. Maybe not that I'm better than you, but there's a structure, there's a hierarchy that you need to be following. And what we're finding is modern women have a problem with something that they don't like. So it would seem that they go back and try to rewrite something that they say they believe in because they don't like it. Like, say, for instance, if I were to say, well, I really want that Snickers bar and It's not mine, then I would have to buy that. But because I don't want to buy it, then I'll go back and rewrite it and say, well, the law says I can just come in there and pick it up if I really, really want it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a great analogy. You're basically saying, just because something doesn't fit what we want, it doesn't mean we get to rewrite it. And in the same way, if the Bible lays out a structure, you don't just get to kind of rewrite it because it's uncomfortable. It's more about understanding that the structure's there. It's not about control. It's about a loving form of leadership. And yeah, not everyone may like it, but that's what it says.
Right. I appreciate it. Very good. You take care.
You're so welcome. Always happy to help break it down. You take care too.
Anything men can do, we can do better. Reject delusions. Embrace gender differences.
If you want my number, you gotta pay me. You can meet in the vlog for $10. $10? Yeah.
I got it. What's up?
Okay.
For how long?
For Cash App.
Cash App?
Yeah.
I got a Cash App you talk to me for?
Yeah. $10.
Alright, word. I need you 20. Fuck it, I got cash.
Yo, $20.
I got cash.
Okay. Yeah.
Y'all beautiful, y'all know?
Thank you.
Oh shit, my car.
Okay.
Word. Zero?
Yeah.
You don't got interest in men?
No.
So what does it take to be different?
I don't know. I'll know it when I see it.
You know when you see it? I ain't different yet?
Not yet, no.
Not yet? No. What does it take to be different?
I don't know.
Let me get my check?
Yeah. I'll give you my Instagram.
I can live with Instagram.
Okay.
I can advance.
Yeah.
I don't know what man needs to know and understand this, but as soon as a woman starts talking about leaving, just know that she's already planning her exit. What do I mean by already planning her exit? She might already be looking at apartments. She might have already contacted her friends and her family to figure out where she's going to live after she dumps your ass. It's not a warning. I'm telling you, the minute she starts talking about leaving your ass, it's already because she is planning it. And she already has 2 feet out the door and she's just getting her ducks in a row. So then when she wakes up and all the ducks are in a row, she's going to say, I'm leaving. So all she has left to do is pack her and leave you. And the reason why this method is so freaking toxic is because by the time that she gets to this stage, she thinks that her passive aggressiveness, her bad attitude, the way she supposedly communicates is what is going to get through to you. So she thinks, oh, I've already told him to take out the trash. Oh, I've already told him my love language is flowers and he's not doing it. Instead of actually sitting you down or going to therapy, she's not going to do anything to actually salvage the relationship and still be able to play victim and blame it on you. Even though she's essentially destroying both of your lives, especially if you have children together, because she's unhappy and her happiness is ruled and dictated by everything and everyone around her. And she realizes this only later on once you're gone and out of the picture, and she realizes that she's still miserable. Okay? You're welcome. Okay, bye.
I hate when men try to hit me with the
Only in 2025 is it a problem if you want your woman to be natural. Your discretion is advised.
I'm so happy you don't wear all that makeup. I'm so happy you're not like other girls. You're just so different. I'm worse. I'm worse in more ways than one. I don't know if they think that's like, why do they think that's flirting? Just say you like boys. I don't like when women put the lashes on. I don't like when they wear makeup. She's a girl.
Oh, okay, so it's been approximately 34 seconds since the video started, and we have gotten absolutely nowhere outside of her insulting men and saying that we are gay because we like our women to be natural. We are gay because we don't want them wearing lashes on top of their lashes. Yeah. We are gay because we don't want them wearing nails on top of their nails. We are gay because we don't want them wearing hair on top of their hair. Yeah. That's as far as we gotten.
Say you like to play in butt, okay? In boy butts. Because that's all I hear when men say stuff like that to me. Or they like to hit me with the, oh my gosh, I love that you just embrace your natural hair, and it be clip-ins. Or it be a wig. I'm so happy you don't be wearing them wigs while I actively have a wig on.
To be condescending to a man that can't tell that you have on clip-ons because it's not meant to be seen is diabolical, to say the least. Or for you to have a wig on that's not meant to look like a wig is insane. You know, these things were designed to look like they were real. So how is it possible that you are going to indirectly insult him by basically saying, how you going to say this when I got this on? He can't tell. It looks real. However, that does not take away from the fact that he still likes his woman natural. You are creating an illusion that the hair is natural. That's why you are wearing the wig in a certain way. That's why you're wearing those clip-ons in a certain way. Plus, these things were designed to look real. You are emulating a natural woman with healthy hair. That's like my woman saying she don't like a man that wears fake jewelry. And I go out and I buy the best fake jewelry money can buy. Take her out on a date and I'm wearing all my nicest shit. She's like, oh my gosh, I love your jewelry. This is what I'm talking about. I don't like all that fake stuff. And I say, do you? You can't possibly like real jewelry because this is all fake. And you're like, well, I couldn't tell. It looked real from here. Does that take away from the fact that she doesn't like fake jewelry? No, it does not. Her stance is exactly the same. You, on the other hand, are weird. For one, creating the illusion that the jewelry was real. And secondly, for being condescending to this person that does not know any better in that situation. They are at a disadvantage because they were not there for the purchase of the jewelry or the installation of your hair. But you know what? I know you don't want to have this conversation because I'm just a normal guy. Yeah, keep the change.
He asked me if I knew what love was, and I was like, yeah, or like what I was looking for, and I told him what I was looking for, and then he's like, well, if that's what you're looking for, like, why don't you marry one of your friends? Like, you get that from your friends. Because I was like, I want someone to like have fun with and go on adventures with, and someone that just like I can just like have fun with. And he was like, do you have a friend, like a guy friend like that? And I was like, yeah, my friend Aaron, like I have a lot of fun with him. And he's like, well, then why don't you marry Aaron? And I was like, because Aaron's my friend. And he said, but you said you were looking for someone to have fun with. And he said, I don't know, it was just interesting. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for someone that wants the same things as me. I don't know. I feel like with love, you can't really predict it. So maybe I should stop trying to predict it. Like maybe I'll know when you know. But then I said that I was like, maybe I'll know when I meet the person. And he's like, no, that's not it either. Because you can't package who you are in like a little 2-hour meeting. Like, and you know, and then he said like when you're in your 20s, like everything's new and fresh. And then now it's like, I don't know, it's just, dating does get more complicated with time. I think the chances of finding like a compatible partner increase, but also like it's so different. I feel like when you're in your 20s, you're so impressionable and like anything will go and you'll just, whoever's like cute and like there's not that much history versus now you meet a 40-year-old man. And he's had a whole ass life, like many phases of it. Like this guy was like telling me like he works at Amazon, but he's also had like 3 startups and like lived, and I'm just like, oh, like you've had a whole life, and so have I.
Lady, just date your friend. I mean, it really is that simple. Just date your friend. You have a good guy. He's right there. He's in your friend zone. Date him. The man gave you a great solution, but you don't want to accept it. You just want to keep rambling and talking about nothing. Date your friend and shut the hell up. That's what you need to do. Stop all this yapping and go date your friend. Now, unfortunately for the friend, his life is going to be ruined, but that is your best option. Go date him. Talk to him till his eardrums bleed, but please get off the internet with all this babble. You have your solution. Go handle it. What is the problem? Be like Nike and just go do it. Stop talking to us about it. I don't know what you're waiting on. Maybe you're thinking that mystery man is going to pop up out of nowhere. Go date your friend. It's probably not going to get much better than him, okay? I have to be honest with you, but it's probably not going to get much better than that guy. Go date him, ride off into the sunset, and there you go. Lady, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to help you out. Go date your friend, give that a shot, and that's probably going to solve all your problems. And I just want to say to all the guys listening to this video, I'm sorry for putting your ears through that torture, but if I got to listen to it, you got to listen to it too. We're all in this together, all right? Anyway, leave your thoughts on the video. Appreciate you watching. See you next.
So basically, you're just wasting time. That's really what it is. I appreciate the breakdown there, CJ. Once again, go follow his page, the CJ Salter. Salter. Go follow his page. Yeah, she's just playing around. They don't want to hear it. The answer be right there in front of their face. They don't care nothing about it. I care. What I'm trying to do is I'm going to leave Tim on the back burner for about a couple more years. He been on the back burner for about 3 to 5 right now. I'm trying to hold him off until I get about 35, 37. Hold him off until then. And if Chad don't come through, I'm gonna be switching between Chad and Tyrone, right? And if they don't come through, either one of them, I'm still waiting on word from Tyrone. Chad is a definite no. It's looking like Tyrone's gonna be a definite no as well. Everything that he's done has led me to believe he don't give an F about me, Chad or Tyrone. They just pumped and dumped. So I'm still holding on because they one of them like my story, so I can only assume. So that's what I'm waiting on. But if that don't work out, I'll give it another couple years of me chasing them around, and then I'll hit Tim up and have him take me out on a date, and we'll get married, and I'll say, God brought me to you, or God brought you to me at the perfect time.
What, 2 years. 2 years before we got married. So we've been together really
51 years.
Yeah. Been together.
And I still like him.
I still like you too.
I didn't want to be without him. I mean, you can be upset with somebody and not agree and, you know, have fights about it and all that, but it's never been that serious where I ever thought about leaving or not wanting to be with him. I'm hoping you're about to say the same thing.
I was brought up, I was raised by my grandparents. So my grandfather told me, he said, whenever you get married, you know, and you and your wife have disagreements or falling outs, he said it should stay within your own home. You know, it shouldn't be all over the neighborhood and everywhere else. So when we first got married, I told her, I said, hey, if you get mad at me or we get upset, you know, and you don't want me sleeping in the bed with you because you're mad, I'll sleep on the sofa. I'll go in the next room. You ain't going to your mom's, and I'm not running to my mom. We ain't running and telling them nothing that's happening in here, because this is between you and me.
I think the whole concept of love, commitment, and marriage is not in its proper place today. Because I think a lot of females feel like love is butterflies in your stomach and looking perfect all the time, and he's smelling good, and you know, he treating you, you know, like royalty all the time. That's not reality. But a lot of women and men, I think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, go into relationships with the wrong idea about what it comes with. Okay? And here's the thing that's different for us too. It's not just a feeling when you love somebody. It's a decision that you've chosen this person and you're going to be committed to this person, and that there are going to be tests, trials, struggles. You're not going to always agree on the same thing. But today it just seems like the mind said, okay, this ain't working no more, I'm out. So I get ready to leave the house, he's got my glasses sitting on my purse. You see what I'm saying? He knew me and cared enough about what I needed, my shortcomings, because I am very forgetful, so he gets ahead of that. And he said, she ain't gonna remember these glasses, let me put them on her purse. She gotta take her purse with her. Those things are worth gold. And that's why 49 years later, technically 51 years later, you can say this is somebody that is a keeper for life. And that's how I sincerely feel.
Oh, thank you, girl.
You knew that. You knew that was still here.
Men don't know that women don't view sex emotionally anymore. We dead ass are looking at it as an activity, something to do, a transaction, if you will, sometimes. Just because a woman has sex with you don't mean she's in love with you, baby. It means you caught her on a good night and she was horny. I've had this happen to me probably, I think like twice within the last couple years. That's why that man felt a type of way when he was sick and the girl was like, no, I'm not your girlfriend, I ain't about to go bring you no food. He felt a type of way because he thought, bitch, we had sex, what you mean? You don't like me? No, she was just horny. You caught her on a good night.
I want to say this to you ladies. All of you who have had bad dating experiences with men, who have been treated bad by men, it's because society has lost respect for women as a collective. Think about it. You have multiple children by multiple men. You're masculine. You drink and get high just as often as men do. You have casual sex like men do. You don't look anything like the women who society held in high esteem. Yet you want the respect and the esteem of those women. This woman is very apparently high right now. She can barely hold her eyes open. And she's basically admitting that you guys are, right? So men aren't treating you guys bad in the streets. They're treating you like how they see you guys moving out there. And the way we see you moving out there makes it easier for us to treat you how we see you treating yourselves.
That is the truth.
Turbulence, people.
Just stop talking. Stop talking. Quit talking right now. Y'all keep on saying stupid stuff. Y'all don't know that we view it as we know. Y'all don't see that we see. Y'all don't understand that we understand. We know what you're up to. You're not slick. I can see what you're up to. You get used and then put out there for the streets. And then when you decide I want a man that takes care of me and you try to place a premium on what you didn't just giving away over and over again, you're going to find that the people that you want ain't buying what you're selling.
I'm sick of men telling me, oh, well, you know, you hardcore. Yes, I am. Can you handle it? Oh, well, yeah. What you bringing to the table? I am the table.
You ate the table.
I don't understand why you wouldn't want a woman like me. I am successful. I'm rich. I can fight.
That's what you want from your man, dummy. This is the big mistake. These women are exhibiting all the classic signs of retardation that women suffer from in everyday life. They become the qualities they want in a man, and they don't understand why the men don't want them back. You becoming strong and powerful and successful is you trying to acquire the qualities of the man you want because you don't think you can actually get that man. And so you've come up with another way to the mountaintop thinking this will attract what you want. This would be the equivalent of a man becoming soft, vulnerable, passive, and dependent, and wondering why no woman wants him. You see, the men are telling you that they don't want it. They've told you.
I don't understand why you wouldn't want a woman like me. I am successful.
See, that means the men have told you. They've told you you're too aggressive. They're telling you we don't want that. And you are yelling at them saying you should. Just like Michelle Obama, who is yelling at you saying you should love my blackness.
Our beauty is so powerful. It's worthy of demanding the respect that we're owed.
You can't force people to feel any type of way. They have tried. We are currently living under that system that has run a multi-decade brainwashing program that has come as close as humanly possible to making people feel the way the government wants them to feel. And it's all falling apart now because eventually the human spirit comes out and goes, you, I want to be racist.
To the girls who are still unsure if they should go after the hyper-masculine, conservative, gym bro, obsessed with success guy, I'm going to convince you real quick, okay? Imagine you're on day 2 of your period, you're having excruciating cramps, your mood swings are all over the place, all you want to do is cry, life feels miserable, and he comes home to complain about his job. Imagine you're 9 months pregnant, but he can't help you because he's having back pain. Imagine every single time something breaks in the house, he has no idea how to fix it, so he has to call a specialist, which costs you $500 to $1,000 every single time something has to be fixed in the house, instead of him just knowing how to do it for free. Imagine he has a literal emotional breakdown and then blames it on his zodiac sign. Imagine it's 9 o'clock at night, you've got 3 toddlers running around, the kitchen's a mess, it needs to be cleaned after dinner, the kids need to go to bed, but he's on his video game. Imagine you guys are about to make a really big life-changing decision together, like buying a house or moving across the country, and he has to consult with his mom first.
My man would never have to ask me to delete numbers off my phone because they wouldn't be there in the first place. I wouldn't be talking to anyone who made him uncomfortable. I wouldn't be hanging out with anyone who made anyone question what I'm doing with them. Because the way I move represents him, represents us. Because if I choose someone, then that means I respect them. If I respect them, that's my king. And I would do nothing to jeopardize that.
It's okay. You want to be my OTD? OTD? OTD, outfit of the day.
Oh, I mean...
Come, show us your outfit. Come forward. Okay, where'd you get your coat from?
This is Filson. It's an American company.
Love. And your turtleneck?
This is Oliver Spencer.
Love.
English company.
And your shoes. Flick your foot up like this. Hey! Where'd you get your shoes from?
John Simon's.
And I love your hat. Where'd you get your hat
Thank
from?
you very much. This is a Michigan company. It's called, what is it called? Stormy Cromer.
Wow.
And it's got some pretty cool features, you know.
Wow,
When your ears
t-shirt.
get cold, you just
Ooh.
pop these
Oh,
flaps down.
we didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely love this video. How often do we see people filming in public acting entitled with main character syndrome, getting upset simply because someone walks through their video? But not her. She doesn't get upset. She's kind, and she's so humble that she makes the entire video about him just so she can make a stranger's day. What an incredible interaction, and how amazing is she? Thank you, Enos, for setting such a great example for all of us. You both look great. Go show them both some love and have an amazing, amazing week.
Now you know you wrong for that. Why you got that man out there feeling good about himself? You out of line. Send me the location. I'm gonna put my best suit on. I'm gonna put my best dress. I'm gonna be best dressed. You put me on there and blast me out to everybody. Shoot, I might just show up.
There was a guy I really liked that I was dating, but he didn't enjoy like nice restaurants, fine dining or anything. And for me, that is something I enjoy doing, whether I'm with a man, a family member, or just by myself or a girls' night. He was just so big on like, you just like these restaurants that are just like so like aesthetic and vibey. Like I just want to go somewhere that has good food. I'm like, I love good food too, but also I like a vibe, like an overall experience, a dining experience.
This could be an example of when men say you're trying to make men like women, meaning you're trying to make men more like women, and that's how you want to now socialize men, where men are just simply not socialized into those types of things. You just got to remember what women did as children, as small little girls. They played with dolls. They played dress up. That's essentially what they still do now, just the adult version. What else did they do? Tea parties. They had tea sets. My daughters now have these things now. So women are more socialized to want these types of things. And then when you add on the top of that, specifically for black women, in these reality shows, they do this, where they just all just kind of dress up. They kind of dress up to go fight. I always kid my wife about that. But they dress up to do everything. They dress up to do this. They dress up to do that. Men, that is something that men are just not into for several reasons. It's not enjoyable because listen to what she said. She said, even when I'm not with the man, I enjoy doing these things. Men don't do those things unless we are with a woman, because those aren't naturally the things that we would want to do as men or that we enjoy. And then the second thing is men are a lot more frugal. Men are a lot more thinking about savings, because if you have been this ancient sort of want that's in you to be a provider, you're always thinking about money and where to save and where to do, where to cut back. So men are not going to want to go traveling every other month. Men are not going to be wanting to go having these dining experience outside of some sort of special occasion or something like that on the norm, on the mass. Of course, you can find a man here and there, but en masse, you're not going to find men that's like this. And men with this sort of requirement in the dating market, men are feeling like you are wanting us to be more like women, and we are simply not.